Thunderbolt II, A-10 was the first post-World War II U.S. Air Force aircraft designed for close air support of ground forces. A simple, effective and armored jet aircraft that is more resistant to enemy fire than other fighters, the single-seat, twin-engine aircraft is designed to attack ground targets, including tanks and other armored vehicles. The A-10 is used only by the United States Air Force and is planned to remain in service until 2028. The A-10 Thunderbolt II is a single-seat, twin-engine jet fighter specializing as an air support fighter that was built in the early 1970s. It was produced by aircraft manufacturer Fairchild Republic, a company founded in 1925 that changed owners several times. It was last purchased by an Israeli defense industry, Elbit Systems. The A-10 Thunderbolt II was designed for the U.S. Air Force's requirement for close air support and protection (CAS) of troops on the ground from enemy tanks or armored fighting vehicles. The A-10 was the first U.S. fighter designed for air support. It is armed with the GAU-8 Avenger heavy rotary cannon as its primary weapon. It is the heaviest rotary cannon ever fitted to a fighter aircraft. Some parts of the hull are armored with a total weight of more than 540 kg. These parts are designed to continue functioning for as long as possible. With the protection of the armor plating, it is expected that the aircraft can continue to fly even if it has suffered severe damage. No wonder the U.S. Air Force is still operating the A-10 Thunderbolt II. The A-10 is named after the P-47 Thunderbolt, a fighter that was highly effective as air support during World War II. In U.S. combat aviation circles, the A-10 Thunderbolt is known by the nicknames Warthog or Hog. As an air fighter for secondary missions, it provides air control to the front lines and guides other fighters to attack targets on the ground. The OA-10 variant is often used for such missions. At support aircraft, the A-10 Thunderbolt II is known as the Tank Killer. It was born after the United States Air Force was criticized for not giving full support to ground troops during the Vietnam War. In response to criticism, the U.S. Air Force started the AX Attack Experimental program starting in 1966, which resulted in the A-10 aircraft. The A-10 attack aircraft went into production in 1975. While the A-10 specification was born from discussions with A-1 Skyraider fighter pilots involved in the Vietnam War. The pilots mentioned that what they needed was a fighter that could maneuver for a long time, subsonic or low speed, armed with an automatic cannon with great destructive power, and able to survive enemy attacks on the ground. As reported by Tempo from Military Today. As a tank destroyer, the A-10 Thunderbolt II is armed with the GAU-8 Avenger 30mm automatic cannon, the most powerful aircraft cannon ever built. The A-10 Thunderbolt II has 8 missile or bomb mounts on the wings and 3 mounts on the fuselage. As a ground attack aircraft, the A-10 is capable of carrying 7 tons of armament. It is armed with Maverick AGM-65B air-to-ground missiles, AIM-9L-M Sidewinder air-to-air missiles, Laos 68 70mm rocket launchers. To divert enemy missiles, the A-10 is equipped with decoys. The A-10 aircraft has experienced several wars, such as the Gulf War, Balkans, Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Syria. In October 2015, the United States stationed 12 A-10s at Incirlik Air Base, Turkey to support strikes against ISIS in Syria and Iraq.